is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Okay, and we're in. Welcome. You're on the air.
Hey. Hi.
Watch your mouth. These cameras, the mic is hot. So,
all right.
You know, I'm just telling you. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Have a guest that, you know, just popping off anytime she wants. That's okay. We like guests like that. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Sally Byrd will be with us today, and we'll get to Dr. Byrd here in a moment. Oh, boy, so much. Where do you start? You start at the beginning. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you're having a good start to your day. As you know, this show does air at different times in different markets. So it originates out, just so you know, it originates out of Tampa, Florida, and it's on for 2 hours a day. And so when it comes out of Tampa, it's on the air from 9 to 11, in case you wanted to know. And if you're listening to the show or watching it at letstalknutrition.com, because the show does stream 5 days a week, you might want to catch it live. But it will air at different times, as I said, and different days. So, in our effort to make this show accessible to people across the U.S., we have been in a syndication modality or project for several months now, a good while. And today I would like to tell you that Asheville is part of the syndication, and we want to welcome the listeners in Asheville. Drive Time Radio on WZGM. This is good news. Asheville is beautiful. Have you ever been to Asheville, Stephen?
I don't think so, no.
Me either, but everybody I know that goes there says they don't want to come back. I don't know. It must be lovely.
Something in the water.
Something in the mountains, maybe. So we're so happy to have listeners in Asheville. Drive Time Radio on WZGM. This is good. This is all good. And I'll announce it again. And you can call the show wherever you are, however you may be listening, and whatever you may be doing. Just call 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. And visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. As I said, you can watch the show there. You can listen to it there as well. And you can watch and listen on demand because the shows are archived. The audio of the show is on a link called Show Schedule. You'll see it. And the video is right there on the homepage. You'll see the videos, and you just click on them, and voila. You can watch the show. A lot of people do that because people are busy. They don't have, it's because we're on at a certain time. Certain markets doesn't mean everybody is available at that time. We understand that. That's why we make it on demand for you. One of my favorite themes on the show is to you hear me mention that health is more than anatomy, physiology, chemistry, biochemistry. It is all of that, for sure. But there are other dimensions of health. And then to take care of that, there are other concepts like wellness, Wellness is a concept that will start to include such elements or dimensions of your life such as your relationships, maybe your spiritual life. There's a lot of literature written on wellness and the theory of wellness, different theories of wellness, different models of wellness. This is all by way of saying that one of the dimensions that is so critical to creating, sustaining, and reclaiming a person's health and wellness is their psychological life, their attitudes, their values, their beliefs, their psycho-emotional states, their emotional states. And you often hear me talk about how optimism is such an important part of creating, sustaining, and reclaiming your health and wellness and well-being, for that matter. Now, for some, that's a real touchy-feely kind of concept. But I can tell you there's some hard social science to support the importance of being optimistic, the importance of happiness in people's lives. For example, we know that optimists tend to live a little longer, have better quality of life, have better immune function, and so on. There's a lot of literature about that. I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't want to take us off track here. Turns out, I recall that when I was a master's student, this was a while back, part of my training at that time as a major, getting a master's in communication, I took a lot of linguistic courses. Language, the study of language, sociolinguistics, psycholinguistics, and so on. Turns out that was great training. It was a wonderful part of getting that degree. Well, there's a study it's funny how things come back around. There's a study out of the University of Vermont. It's so intriguing. And the headline on the study was, and I'm reading the headline, F-bombs notwithstanding, all languages skew towards happiness. Linguists talk about universals in language. In other words, despite the differences in language across cultures, there are certain elements of language, structural elements, whatever, that are universal to all languages. And apparently, they were suggesting that there is a universal human bias in all languages towards the use of positive words. And they were saying that Arabic movie subtitles, Korean tweets, Russian novels, Chinese websites, English lyrics, and even, they said, the worn-torn pages of the New York Times. These researchers looked at billions of words, and it shows that these sources and all human language skews toward the use of happy language or happy words. They call this big data study confirms they said the 1969 Pollyanna hypothesis. There is such a hypothesis that there is a universal tendency to look on and talk about the bright side of life, end quote. Now, I am not surprised. Think about it. If I were to come on this show 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, talk about death, dying, and disease, yeah, I think you would get awfully depressed. You would lose a sense of hope, and you wouldn't listen to the show. Now, are death, dying, and disease part of life? Absolutely. And I think on the whole, human beings grapple with it, understand it, accept it, deal with it, go through it, and somehow find a way to still maintain their optimism, their happiness, and their hope. That's important. Come back, I'll tell you more about this study, and there's another one too, dealing with sunlight, talking about brightness and happiness. Hi, this is Dr. Michael Garko. Did you know that over 20 million people in the United States suffer from some form of joint pain? If you have joint or muscle pain, Flexin can help. Good joints are an essential part of everyday life, and the lack of healthy joints can prevent you from enjoying daily activities and rob you of a better quality of life. Flexin is specially formulated with CM8 to provide the pain relief and support your joints need. Flexin CM8 is designed to lubricate your joints and muscles while reducing inflammation and supporting stronger cartilage. Flexin isn't just another glucosamine supplement, it's much more. Its extraordinary formula is composed of powerful ingredients and a special blend of enzymes that make digestion and absorption fast and easy, with results in as little as 1 week. So if you want to enjoy everyday activities again and improve your quality of life, look no further than Flexin. For more information, call 1-800-NPAIN. That's 1-800-NPAIN, or visit your local fine health food store and pick up a bottle of Flexin today.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back. And here we are talking about, it keeps coming up, happiness. And this is a great study out of University of Vermont. John's in the studio today. John, welcome back.
Hello, hello.
And Stephen's here. Dr. Sally Byrd is here. And we're on TV, as always. Go to letstalknutrition.com, watch the show. And how was that cruise?
The cruise, it was good, but I'm tired.
Need a vacation to
Yeah.
You got to come back to work to rest.
Yeah. I mean, I got on there, my body didn't change time, so I was up at 5:30 every morning, and
Right.
so while everybody else slept,
they're on a different routine,
yeah,
right?
I ran and went to the gym and
Good though. That's
didn't
good.
eat as bad as I thought I was going to eat, so that's pretty
There's
good.
a lot of good food and a lot of bad food on the. I've never been on a cruise, but I hear reported. I've never been, so I'm
the
relying.
food
on
is really it's if you eat in the dining room where you sit down and formal, it's good. If you eat up in the buffet, it was kind of rough.
Not so good.
No.
All kinds of nutritional sin.
Oh yeah, it's nothing but.
Well, David was great. He did a good job.
I mean Ed.
Excuse me, Ed. he did. No wonder he wouldn't answer me.
He's like, who are you talking to, man?
No, he did great, and it was all good.
That's good.
Yeah, nice man.
Yeah, he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No glitches.
Very talented man.
Everything came off real good.
That's good.
So just wanted you to know.
Excellent.
With this show, he was great.
That's awesome.
I
don't think he'll ever come back, but that's all right.
Oh my God.
No, Ed's awesome. He's a very quiet guy. He's very laid back. He's a typical engineer, you know.
Well, apparently we must have had some influence on him because he asked me where the health store was.
Oh, that's awesome. See?
He said, "Where can I go and get?" And then he started asking me about. He was sitting there. Apparently, he was taking notes.
He does. He takes everything in. It's like, have you ever seen those guys and they don't say much?
Yeah.
And then they're absorbing everything.
I know. Yeah.
And then 6 months later, I go, remember you said this? And they're like, huh?
Yeah. Stephen does that.
Yes, Steven's like that.
He'll remind me of something I said.
Yep.
Remember when you said?
Yeah. Now within a week,
and I thought he wasn't paying attention.
Right. Within a week, I'll be like, you said what? When?
Well, it's good you're back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's good to be back, actually, back on a normal schedule.
I'm talking about this study out of University of Vermont, and these researchers did such a great job. It's a massive data set, billions of words, based on actual use rather than just expert opinion, to confirm this 1960s hypothesis. They called it the Pollyanna hypothesis, which I think is misnamed. They said the researchers, Dr. Peter Dodds, said, he co-led the study, he said, we looked at 10 languages, 10. And in every source we looked at, he said, people use more positive words than negative ones. I think that there is some inherent evolutionary component that is, I don't think it's just socially learned. I think there is something going on here in terms of us as a species. I think you have to be optimistic. I think you have to be, at the end of the evolutionary day, you have to be optimistic to get through this life. Don't you think? Otherwise, we're not going to make it. And especially when times get difficult and hard. But Dr. Dodds went on to say, but doesn't our global torrent of cursing on Twitter, horror movies, and endless media stories on the disaster of the day mean this can't be true? They said in the article, no. This huge study of the atoms of language, I love that metaphor, the atoms of language, which are words, indicates that language itself, they said, perhaps humanity's greatest technology, has a positive outlook. Thank God. And if you're watching the show, you'll see a press release from the University of Vermont And the title of the article, F-bombs notwithstanding, all languages skew towards happiness. This study was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, which is not a touchy-feely journal. It's entitled, Human Language Reveals a Universal Positivity Bias. Thank God. I mean, who would you rather be around? People who are pessimistic and negative all the time? Or people who are optimistic and hopeful? Hopefulness is the plasma for optimism. Depression is the plasma for pessimism. Now, optimism and pessimism are learned. There is no doubt about that. If you read Dr. Martin Seligman, if you read his work and others in positive psychology, you come to learn. In fact, Dr. Seligman wrote a book called Learned Optimism, and another book called Learned Helplessness, which I recommend reading. But I also think that there is something inherent about us as humans that pushes us toward being more optimistic. So I think it's both learned and maybe, I don't want to say genetically, I don't know about genetically, but I think we evolved to be optimistic. You have to be. Otherwise, how do you make it? Come back. Talked with Dr. Sally Byrd. She hasn't been around here for a while. We'll see what's on her mind. She always has stories to tell. Be back.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, maybe you know it already, but it seems that human beings have this tendency to move towards happiness, and it's reflected in their language. This is a great study. 10 languages they looked at: English, Spanish, French, German, Brazilian, Portuguese, Korean, Chinese, and they put in parentheses, simplified, Russian, Indonesian, and Arabic. All of those languages, when they looked and examined them for linguistically, looking at the words, they found a positivity bias. I'm not surprised. And we try to be optimistic and positive here around here relative to language, but more than that, relative to your health and the way we talk about it. And we try to find guests that lean toward being optimistic. After all, you wouldn't want me to bring on somebody that, was down, negative, and saying, you're going to die if you don't do. No, you can't do that. So that's why we asked Dr. Sally Byrd to be on today, and she was nice enough to come into the studio. Dr. Byrd, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
By the way, these shows are archived, so when you get back to St. Augustine, you can have your family and friends watch the show.
Wonderful. This is so exciting.
This is your first experience, right?
It is.
Yeah. Well, these are HD cameras, and I'm just telling you, they're not forgiving. They're not. But that's okay.
Well, we're all natural today.
We're all natural.
That's right.
Yeah, we're organic.
That's right.
We're organic. And how have you been?
Fantastic.
Yeah, where have you been? I know you. I know you travel. Tell the people what you do.
I get paid to travel and talk. I travel around the world helping people with their health and nutrition and inspiring people along the way. So I work for a few companies and try to help people live their best, age well, stay out of pain, and make every day a new and happy day.
Well, it's nice to say. It's not so easy to do. More recently, where have you traveled?
Washington, D.C., Maryland, Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Oregon.
Mm-hmm. And, up in the Pacific Northwest, in that part of the country, do you notice what is their disposition and the way they approach health and wellness? Is it different compared to what goes on perhaps like in the Northeast or in the South? Given, I know you've traveled everywhere. Is it different up there or no?
You would think it would be because it's in the mecca of natural doctor land and health and nutrition. However, the people there have the same issues as the East Coast.
I know they have the same issues.
They're more pronounced maybe with the mental health because of the rain and the climate. They have to work a little bit harder to be happier.
Oh, so I know it does rain a lot up there, and the winters are longer and and darker. So it does have an effect on them psychologically. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Many of them schedule vacations. February, 2 weeks to Hawaii, mandatory. They have to get away in the wintertime.
Yeah, we'll make John's mic hot. This is interesting because there's a story I'm going to report on here in a minute dealing with sunlight and vitamin D. I grew up in Pittsburgh, and I remember sometimes the winters got awfully long. I remember it snowed on my birthday, which is April 22nd. That's Earth Day. It snowed. So that was April. April. What did you make, John? What do you make of what Dr. Byrd just said?
Absolutely dead on.
Have you experienced this?
Yeah, when I lived up there, ages about 21 on to about 30, the winter times, depressed all the time.
It
was horrible. I mean, I didn't have energy. So I had to take supplements to get myself back to going where I'd wake up and didn't want to go to work.
Did you live in the Seattle area?
No, actually, I lived in Connecticut.
Oh, which is saying, up north. Up north.
Yeah.
I know Dr. Murray, Michael Murray, who's on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know Dr. Murray. He used to live in Seattle. He now lives in Arizona.
Well, when I worked in Oregon when we were there for 9 months.
I've been to Portland. Portland's a beautiful
place.
Beautiful.
It was just overcast all the time.
Yeah, rain. I don't know. People say that some people I know that live there, they say it's just fine. Other people move. They move from there. And Dr. Murray moved to Arizona.
A lot of sun.
I mean, give you an idea, right? He said he was about over all that weather and the darkness and the rain and whatnot. Okay.
And I was heavier.
Yeah, well,
I ate a lot more.
Yeah, you're indoors. Turns out, Dr. Byrd, you'll appreciate this. University of Exeter, what they found, they did a study on sunlight. Of course, sunlight is responsible for the creation of vitamin D. When the sun hits our skin, I'll explain how that happens. But sunlight and vitamin D levels, they found in this study, people living close to the coast, and this was in England, had higher vitamin D levels than people living inland. Exposure, we all know now, sunlight exposure is crucial for in vitamin D production, and your body makes it. And the research also discovered that English coasts tend to see a greater amount of sunlight across the year when compared to the inland areas of England. They said that this study is the first time that data on sunlight and vitamin D levels have been linked to detailed geographic information. I'm surprised at that. It took them long enough. The study was published in Environmental International. I am not familiar with that journal. And if you're watching the show, you'll see the press release out of University of Exeter, which is a fine school, by the way, medical school. And sunlight and vitamin D levels higher for coastal populations is the headline. And we put that up there so that some people, they'll email me, which you can send me an email to Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. Ask me where can they go find the study. So we're putting it up there that you can actually then type in the title of the study. You'll see the university. You'll have keywords, and then you can go find it. Excuse me, losing my voice. And also, you'll see that we'll publish these stories and studies on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook / Facebook. How's that go, John? Facebook.com / Let's Talk Nutrition.
That's correct.
Correct. And then I have a personal Facebook page / Dr. Michael Garko. You can find me there as well. We're on Twitter at LTN Radio and at Dr. Garko. All by way of connecting with you. Be back. We'll see what else about plants. Dr. Byrd knows a lot about plants.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
One of my favorite guests is on the show today. In fact, she's in studio. She makes an effort always to show up in person when she can, and I appreciate it because she travels all the time. She's traveling around the country, lecturing, talking to people, helping them in whatever way she can, as she mentioned. You mentioned during the commercial break that you're from Connecticut.
Yes, I am.
So you got out of there because the weather was not good?
I am a winter wimp, Dr. Garko. And I don't like cold.
Well,
I love the sun.
In your travels, do people talk to you about vitamin D?
All the time. It's been a huge topic, as we know, in the last 5 to 10 years. And the amount of vitamin D now is on the top of everybody's, level. They don't know how much to take, and they don't really know what is adequate, because the medical profession says one number is adequate and the natural integrative doctors prefer a higher amount. So it is a method of debate, but a higher vitamin D content is much healthier than a lower.
Okay, we're going to talk about this. There are 2 ways to get vitamin D into your body: food and then the sun. Turns out that the making of vitamin D, the synthesis of vitamin D, requires the activation of what they call these precursor molecules in the skin by the ultraviolet rays in the sunlight. Enzymes in your liver and your kidneys. I'm sharing with you how your body, this is very brief, but this is important to know. You have enzymes in your liver and your kidneys that will then modify the activated molecule. And it finally then produces this compound called calcitriol, which is the most active form of vitamin D. Calcitriol is a hormone, and it aids in the absorption of calcium from foods in your gastrointestinal tract, and then gets absorbed into your bloodstream. Only a small amount of exposure to UV light, about 10 to 15 minutes at least twice a week, is required for vitamin D synthesis. That's it. Now, people who avoid the sun for one reason or another, and people who live in colder northern climates like Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and a lot of places where this show airs in the Northeast, don't get enough vitamin D and may require vitamin D supplements to avoid a vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is critical for your health and wellness. It's important to, it plays a role in response to an infection, influenza of one sort or another, influenza, all the different viruses that are out there with that. It's important in the production of antimicrobial substances. It regulates immune function. It helps reduce inflammation. You certainly need it for bone health. It's critical. So you work for Green. One of your clients is Greens Plus, yes?
Yes, it's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Greens Plus is loaded with vitamin D3.
Good thing. Otherwise, we'd have to turn your mic off.
That's right.
Because you have nothing to say then. You have nothing to, we'll turn your mic off and John and I and Steve will talk. No, I'm just kidding. You know I'm kidding. So explain to the listener who might be new to the show or maybe new to the company Greens Plus, was right here in Florida, by the way, what they make, and you alluded to vitamin D being in their products. Mention that, please.
Greens Plus is the purveyor and the superstar of green foods now for over 25 years in the natural products industry. And their advanced multi-raw delivers over a full gram of vitamin D3 along with sea vegetables, grasses, berries, herbs, and probiotics all in one product.
What's that box right there?
That's the advanced multi-raw.
Okay. I'm holding it up. There you go.
Yeah, it's fantastic. One serving a day, which is 1 tablespoon, is the equivalent of 6 servings of vegetables and fruits plus probiotics and a load of phytonutrients to help with cellular health.
I know you can't read it, but I'm showing you the side. It says supplement facts. That whole side panel are the ingredients in the all the nutrients in the product. I mean, they're small. That's what companies do because they have limited space. But there's so many nutrients in this thing. My goodness, it's loaded.
And you know what you're getting in the product because they're all individually labeled. You know every milligram of every food in that product. That's 100% food. It gets to your brain in 20 minutes. And it was created to help with depression and the central nervous system.
This is called Greens Plus Advanced Multi. I'm opening the box, and this is what you get. It's a stick.
Yes, we have stick packs for travel and people on the go, and we also have a canister for better value.
So this would be good, John. You could have taken this on the cruise.
They're excellent on cruise ships. Yes.
Instead of that lemon meringue pie.
There was no lemon meringue pie.
There was none.
No.
Pecan?
No pecan.
Apple. I know they had.
No apple.
What kind of pies did they have?
None.
None. Mm-hmm. I'm shocked.
Yeah. It was all cheesecakes and
I walked into this
creamy stuff.
Oh, I walked
cupcakes.
I walked into the kitchen here at iHeartMedia this morning, and it's a nice kitchen. They remodeled it. There were 6, those white boxes you get at the bakery shop. They're deep, they're high, and they're deep, right, wide and deep.
Yep.
There were 6 of them stacked on top of one another.
Donuts.
No. And I said, I wonder what's in them. They were all empty. And then I looked on the counter, and then I saw they had 2 items left from those boxes. They looked like hubcaps to a 54 Buick. They were they were pastries.
Oh, yeah.
John, they were all, and Sally, they were all gone before I even went on the air. Yep. If I wanted to commit there were 2 there. I didn't pick one up. I won't even, no. I'm not going to commit a nutritional sin on that. If I'm going to commit the sin, it'll be something more than that pastry.
Yes,
it looked like it had glaze over it. It looked like a donut that was all twirled up and it was flat and just looked like donut dough.
maybe cronuts.
No, they weren't cronuts. Okay. For a cronut, I would have taken a piece off. I would have tried it. They were all gone.
Wow,
all of them. Early in the morning.
That's because they needed brain fuel.
You could have put a tray of vegetables out there.
Yeah,
and they'll be there. They'll be there till 5:00 this afternoon, unless you put big bowl of dip.
Yeah. It's ranch or blue cheese.
You see, he knows. See, Stephen and John are my resident nutritional and lifestyle
test subjects.
But they're both doing better, and they make me do better. We have fun with this. Plants. You're a fan of plants, aren't you?
Absolutely. Plants make your brain work.
All right, we come back. Sally brought some books. She wants to talk about plants, and we'll talk more about Greens Plus.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier, because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And we're back in it. Boy, it's good. I love doing this show and love being here with you, spending some time. We do that every day, 5 days a week. 365 days. Well, except the weekends. Subtract out the weekends, this show is on, except for weekends. And once in a blue moon, some sort of, I don't know, where we get bumped off the air because of some special event, sporting event or something like that. That's rare, but we're here. And even when I'm not here, we're here. Because we'll play a show that we previously aired. I do have to take a vacation. Otherwise, I won't make it. But I don't take, long periods of time. I don't do that. So this is by way of letting you know that we're here and we love to be here. And the show is designed for the listener. And, I just can't express to you how grateful we are for your support. And without the listener, there is no show. Period. There is no show. So, just saying. I know that people like stories and to tell stories. I'm going to tell you a story. Not a good story, but in terms of what happens. Turns out there's a place on the earth called the Polynesian Islands. And there's a place called the Republic of Palau. The Republic of Palau consists of more than 200 small islands, and it belongs to Micronesia. Because of an everlasting summer, many plants flourish in that part of the world. We're going to talk about plants today. This is by way of setting things up. For millennium before, the Palauan people ate root crops, wild vegetables, and wild fruit. That was their diet for millennium. Then between 1914 and 1944, things happened, such as the Japan Army moved into the country and ruled it and introduced rice into the diet. After the Second World War, the United States government, the USA, governed the Republic of Palau and its 200 islands in Micronesia under a trusteeship. A lot of people don't know this history. Supported by the United States, the socio and economic environment of Palau developed. Cars were introduced in the 1960s, along with Western foods and general modernization of the country. Since that time, traditional food was replaced with foreign food that included meat, dairy products, oil, sugar, soft drinks, ice cream, and no less, beer. From the 1970s, obese people became evident in the Republic of Palau. This was not a problem for a millennium prior to all. I mean, there was not a problem. Obesity was found especially in the local leaders and in the wealthy classes of society, and then it filtered down because they had the money and the means to buy these things, these modern foods, modern luxuries, modern conveniences. But then it began to filter down into the general population. Subsequent to this, several lifestyle-related diseases began to appear that never were an issue in this culture. Hypertension, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, cancer, little by little, day by day, year by year, started to increase. The country declared independence in 1994, but economically its government depended on the U.S. I don't know, Stephen, if you can find, if it still does, to what extent is the Republic of Palau independent? Mean life expectancy at birth of people is 68 years for males, 75 for females. This was reported. Those are statistics back for 2008. I don't think it's improved much since then. Compared to other countries in that part of the world, Japanese people have Japan and places in Japan are number one in life expectancy. So they have a relatively short life expectancy there due to injury, accidents, communicable diseases, diet and lifestyle related diseases. Between 2002 and 2007, that's the most recent data I have at the moment in my hands, the 5 main causes of death in Palau were cardiovascular disease, cancer, cerebral stroke, injury, and diabetes mellitus. Now, why do I tell you that story? There are literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of studies now that draw at least a correlation and in some instances a causal relationship between diet factors and lifestyle factors and the potential for health or the potential for disease. This was an experiment that was not intended. It's a living example of how, after literally millions of years of evolution and millennia of living and develop and having a culture that had certain practices relative to diet and lifestyle, was healthy. And within a span of a few decades, the culture, the health of the people in the culture deteriorated to a level that is stunning. It took a long time to create the health of that culture. It took literally in evolutionary time. It took overnight to destroy it. You can't make that story up. And I didn't make it up. And what I'm holding up is the article from which I took the story. And you see my highlighted notes. I've referred to this story in my speeches and talks I've given many times and on the air. We have other examples. I won't get into the details of these other. I'll tell those stories on other days. But I wanted to use this one. This one story is illustrative. People saying, well, how important is diet and lifestyle? This story tells you how important it is. Most people walking around, they didn't have to go to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, University of California at Berkeley, Stanford, wherever. and get a degree in PhD degree in something or other related to health to know that how you live and what you eat makes a difference. But it's elusive. This story that I told you shows how, when put into practice, these egregious ways of eating and living have monumental, not just individual, but monumental societal, cultural implications. It's amazing how this works. And as I told that story, it is pretty accurate. You can go and check it, the history of Palau. Unbelievable. And then we wonder why it's amazing we're as healthy as we are given the way we live and eat.
From around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality. And then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, we're back. You heard me make an allusion to that when I walked into the iHeartMedia complex today to get into the studio. I walked through the kitchen, and there were at least 6 boxes. There may have been more, and they had these giant pastries, right? And the boxes were all empty. This is one of the boxes, so you know I don't make. I got a lot of faults, fibs I don't tell. This is one of the boxes, and they were filled. See that? Filled. And they were all gone. By the time I went on the air this morning, these babies were all gone. They looked like I don't know what they looked like. Donuts. I dropped that on the floor. It sounded like I broke the concrete. They looked like giant donuts that were flattened out or something, and twisted and turned. Pastry. It's a pastry. They were gone. My guest is Dr. Sally Byrd. We're addicted. I told this. You heard me tell the story about Palau. By the way, before I forget, I want to welcome all the listeners. We're so happy to be able to talk with you. In Asheville, North Carolina, such a beautiful place. I hear. I've never been, but I've seen just pictures.
It's gorgeous.
WZ.
Asheville is beautiful.
WZGM, Asheville, North Carolina. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. We're so happy that we're with you and that you're with the show. That voice you heard is Dr. Sally Byrd. You can see she's uninhibited, which is good. I love guests like that. Welcome back. I want to get your take on, what do you make of that story about Palau?
Well, it's very true, Doc, and I want to go back to the pastry thing that you just mentioned because it relates with the Palau issue. The people, I think we have a lot of vitamin D deficient folks living in or working out of this building because when you're low in D, you crave sugar and caffeine. And it's almost addictive, and it affects the dopamine levels in your brain. It's kind of your brain energy goes down. So as our country introduced chemical man-made foods into the Micronesia Islands, these people almost get addicted to the food. It changes their brain chemistry. And people just think food is food. It has nothing to do with how you feel.
Food is not just food. Is not just food.
It's not. And the food they were eating really isn't even food.
Well, it's food, but it's dead food.
It is dead food.
And by dead food, what we mean is that it's been processed it's dead in a couple of senses. Dead in the sense that the enzymes have been cooked out of the foods. They've been destroyed by the heat. Dead in the sense that nutritionally, there's not much there. So, Stephen, in terms of Palau, you did a little research. What did you find?
Yes, it gained its independence in 1994, and it's got a compact of free association with the United States, which means we help them with some defense funding and other social aspects of the country. So it's its own independent country with a free association compact with us.
Yeah, and we participated in their unintentionally. We had no intention to do it when we introduced modern life to them, modernization, cars, beer, the food, and all these different cultural practices and dietary and lifestyle practices that we introduced into the culture. It didn't help them. And I mentioned, somebody asked me to hold up again the product from Greens Plus. There it is. And it's a terrific product. It's called Greens Plus Advanced Multi. Let's go to Steve in beautiful Largo, Florida. Steve, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on, Steve.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Doc. I've been using Greens Plus Advanced Multi, the wild berry flavor, for a couple of years, and I had a question to make sure I'm getting the most out of it. I mix Dr. Sally there. I mix it with a almond milk, and I use a whey protein isolate with it. about 12 ounces of milk, put it in a shaker, and then sometimes I'll put a raw egg or two in there.
Good.
Wow.
That's good, Steve. That's good. No, man,
Okay.
that's
Power
good.
shake.
That's a power shake, brother.
Okay, so it'll digest properly, it'll absorb properly, and assimilate properly. There's no problem with any of those things I'm doing.
Yes. However, another choice, should you have a day where you need a little bit more happiness, like we were talking about earlier, or sometimes we get some bad weather here in Florida, you're having a tough day, have the Berry Advanced Multi by itself, just in almond milk or plain water, and it will hit your brain faster. When you combine it with the whey, it's almost a timed release effect. However, when you take it away from protein, it'll hit your brain chemistry faster.
It lights up the brain.
Yeah, it does. It lights up the brain in less than 20 minutes. So either way is fine. It's just, what do you want the product to do for you that day?
Well, I get a sense of well-being. That's why I kept using it, because immediate as soon as you start using it, you get a sense of well-being. The first day or two using it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a good multivitamin. Well, thanks for answering my question, Doc.
Absolutely, Steve. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling, and I'm sure the folks at Greens Plus appreciate your use of the product.
We had another question. Yeah, an off-air caller was asking about the vitamin D3 deficiency and exactly how much should a person be taking. You guys didn't really cover that. You just talked about how we need it.
That's why we rely on the listener to keep us on track.
Well, the experts say in the nutritional arena of integrative medicine that we need anywhere from 70 milliliters in the blood to 100. That is in the optimal range. So that's what we're trying to shoot for.
What would it?
And it differs on every person, Doc. Usually about 5,000 a day.
5,000 what?
IUs, international units for the average person.
Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. It's not measured in milligrams. It's measured in another metric called international units, like vitamin E, for example. By the way, this product, the Advanced Multi Raw Superfood, has in it vitamin D. And when we come back, if I can find it among the list, I'll tell you how much is in it. So many ingredients in here.
Natural Factors presents...
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the digestive care company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more, New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening, whatever you may be doing, and you may be watching the show right now at letstalknutrition.com, and you'll see that I have an in-studio guest. It's not a mannequin, it's a real person. We don't use props around here. Although sometimes I have to keep remembering we're on TV, and I get too still, and I won't move because I may be reading something while a guest is talking or whatever, and I'm motionless, and people wonder, is that just a cardboard cutout? So I got to keep moving to let people know, that we're here, and we're talking about plants. It turns out that vitamin D it becomes really important. It's part of plants, and we were talking about some people don't eat enough plant-based foods, and obviously that's where Greens Plus comes into play. Both your vegetables and your fruit, and they have all kinds of bars, like the Greens Plus Protein Bar, the Greens Plus Energy Bar.
This is diabetic friendly bar.
This is the Greens Plus Diabetic Protein Friendly Bar. They got more bars than I have sense. And then they have all these little packets, like they call like a stick pack. You have the Advanced Multi Vanilla Chai, which is unbelievable to taste. There's the Advanced Multi. That's this product that I was holding up in a stick pack that you can stick in your wallet, purse, or pocket. Boy, that was a dialect from Pittsburgh. Packet. Oh my! I even heard that myself. Packet. God, I'm sorry. I apologize. Jeez, yikes. So I love Pittsburgh. I can't can take the boy out of Pittsburgh, but you can't take Pittsburgh out of the boy. Yeah. So we're talking about the importance of plants. I do not subscribe, support, or believe that all meats should be banned. I think that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Even my guest eats meat. You're a big meat eater.
I'm a big meat eater.
Unbelievable. It's hard to believe. Everybody thought you were some, Buddhist vegetarian or vegan or something or other, living in a monastery on some mountain someplace, right? That's not true.
Far from it.
You live in St. Augustine and you eat meat.
Yes, because it works for me. It drives the brain. It's a dopamine driver.
What kind of meat do you eat?
Buffalo's my favorite.
Are there many buffalo in St. Augustine?
No, I have to get it from the grocery store.
Are they on range out there?
They're range buffalo, but I have to buy it in a packet.
Are they free range?
They're free range buffalo.
You like buffalo, huh?
Love buffalo.
Steven, you like buffalo? Bison? Yep. Bison? I like them. I have a bison burger from time to time. We have the studio is filled with meat eaters. John is probably the biggest meat eater in the studio.
Yes.
And he eats all kinds of meat. Get ready for the cue.
Okay.
And I always pick on him. It's a regular theme around here. Early on I learned from John that he's eaten all kind. He grew up in the South and they hunt, and he said if we can hunt it and we shoot it, then we're going to eat it.
You're actually obligated.
You're obligated. If you're going to kill it, then you darn well better eat it.
That's right. We don't waste food.
And one of the things that they didn't hunt them, but they ate them. Pigs. Everybody, pork. But John, no. He has to go a step further. If you're watching the show, what you will see on your screen is a pig ear sandwich. I kid you not. I can see the ear in the sandwich. They put a tomato and some lettuce in there, and off to the side I see some chips. Dr. Byrd, how many pig ear sandwiches have you eaten in your life?
None, and I don't intend to.
Is that the first time you've ever seen one?
That is the first time.
John, congratulations. You now have corrupted one of the... You have now corrupted one of the more prolific, healthy eaters of all time. You have now corrupted her. You've shown her a pig ear sandwich. This is great. I love this. You've never seen one?
I've never seen one.
All right,
I'm
so
from the Northeast.
My colleague across from me that produces
We ate sausage.
the streaming of the show eats possum, armadillo, and he thinks armadillo is possum on a half shell.
Oh, my gosh.
Pretty much. It's good.
What he's eating?
If you're starving,
at
least he knows how to eat in the wild.
That's a good thing. I'll never starve.
You'll never starve.
Ever.
You know? This man can go anywhere in the world and survive.
The apocalypse can come, and I'm okay.
You know,
rats,
my family will be okay.
Rats, rabbits, are the R words. Rats, rabbits, raccoon. Unbelievable.
You don't get rabies.
Unbelievable.
Because you cook it all out.
Squirrels.
Squirrels are good.
I'm going to stick to the. I'm
sticking to my green.
Okay.
Yeah, but during an apocalypse, when that all runs out, I'm eating.
How about canned goods?
They've got a shelf life. They really do.
Well, I'm just saying, we explore it all around here. 877-897-8255. Welcome to the people in Asheville. I know this is a health talk show, and we're talking about pig ear sandwiches, eating raccoon and armadillo. I'm just saying, people do. I mean, that's food.
And that's hunting area up there.
But there's a buffalo farm outside Asheville. You can get excellent meat in Asheville.
And the people in Asheville, I know the show will play at a different time in that market. If you ever want to listen to the show when it's airing live, it's 9 to 11 Eastern time. If you want to call the show, then you can. And if you have stories to tell about, the food up in that part of the world and what people hunt and eat, please call. We're around here. We're all for learning. This is edutainment.
Edutainment.
That's what this show is. Edutainment.
And that's a wonderful area up there. Wonderful.
I'm anxious to hear from people from Asheville at some point. In terms of plants, Dr. Byrd, in all seriousness, how much of a diet do you think, and you're a meat eater, how much of the diet should be constituted of plants? What
about
percent?
60%.
That's a lot.
About 60%, 20% animal protein, and 20% fats. In the plant arena, you could include the starchier plants like a sweet potato or squashes like a butternut squash. They're both excellent brain foods. We were talking about we got to keep the brain dopamine level up so that you don't crave poor foods like the folks in Palau we were speaking about, and about people eating nutrient void foods.
The caller from Largo, Steve, he was mentioning the one product from Greens Plus. What was the name of that product?
That was the Advanced Multi-Wild Berry.
Which is very tasty.
Yes.
Now, does that have both fruits and vegetables in it?
Yes, it has the camu berries, acerola berries for vitamin C. It has a full herbal support, adrenal support complex. It has the microalgae and the grasses, and also red beets and probiotics.
Where do they get the raw materials?
They get them from various sources. They've had vendor relationships now for 25 years. The grasses are U.S. grown from the original organic farm, Pines Wheatgrass. That's where they buy their grasses. Their sea vegetables come from all over the world.
We'll be right back with the LTN Health Question of the Day.
Are you able to consume the recommended 6 to 8 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in a day for optimal health and well-being? Who has time to prepare and eat that many servings? Now there is a way to consume 5 whole servings of fresh fruits and vegetables in an easy-to-mix drink. That's half of your daily recommended servings in one drink. Introducing Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst Powder, made up of 29 enzymatically alive whole foods, along with 7 antioxidant-rich berry extracts in a delicious powder form that you can easily mix into water or your favorite fruit juice. Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst contains sea vegetables, probiotics, organic grasses, and herbal extracts that help to support the immune system, provide increased energy, provide an alkaline pH, and cleanse and detoxify the body. No heat is used in the processing of Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst, so it is enzymatically alive, just like fresh fruits and vegetables. You can find Greens Plus Wild Berry Burst at your local health food store. Ask for it by name.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069. When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. Where did the 2 hours go? Unbelievable. Can't believe it. I could do another 2 hours here. We just scratched the surface. Here's the LTN health question of the day, and here it is. Simple. Which vitamin is made by the sun? A, vitamin A, B, vitamin B, C, vitamin C, or D, vitamin D. Which vitamin is made by the sun? Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, or vitamin D? In fact, it's called the sunshine vitamin. 877-897-8255. That's an easy $25 win there. It's a gift card win. The phone line's lit up like the Christmas tree. 877-897, Steven scrambling. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. So, I know that you wanted to come on and talk about Valentine's Day, romance, and all that stuff today, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera. You're on TV. Just pretend I'm looking at you.
Okay, yes, I
pretend
did.
that's me, that camera. You wanted to talk about Valentine's Day, romance, and sex. Dare I say it?
Yes. So your listeners can feel sexy. Their brain is healthy when they feel sexy.
Okay. Well, I took the safe route to talk about plants.
The Greens Plus vanilla chai. That's the sexy drink.
Well, libido is it's interesting. Certainly, libido is driven by our hormones, but our hormones are also driven by the way we live and what we eat. Isn't that true?
That is.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, what were you going to say? What were some of the main points that you were going to make?
Okay, a romantic dinner. Have fish, brown rice, asparagus, and a chocolate dessert, and a small glass of wine, red wine. That's your sexy meal for Valentine's
Why is
Day.
Why is that romance oriented?
You've got some dopamine drivers to put you in the mood.
Okay.
You have acetylcholine to help during the sexual play. And you have some GABA in the brown rice to help with orgasm and relaxation.
Jeez.
And chocolate helps boost serotonin levels in the brain. It's a high degree of satisfaction. So, that's a great meal.
John was vigorously taking notes. No, I'm just kidding.
I've got the recording.
So there is something to this whole idea. What about oysters? Is that a myth?
Oysters are rich in zinc, which men need to convert to testosterone. It's a testosterone precursor.
I know John eats oysters.
So oysters are an excellent sexy food.
That's the one thing
You won't eat.
No.
You eat possum. You eat rabbit, rats, snakes, pig ears, but you won't eat oyster.
It's not on a half shell. Not happening.
Unbelievable.
Dude.
Let's go.
Anything else that's got zinc that I can eat?
Yes, nuts and
I love
red
nuts.
meat. Red meat is very rich in zinc.
Oh,
yes.
So that was our
Buffalo.
that was our Valentine contribution. You're going to get me thrown off the air talking about. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Sandra, happy Valentine's Day. I know it's early.
Well, thank you. I love those suggestions. I'm going to make notes. I made notes, so I better follow up with them.
See, I should have probably paid. I should have listened to you and done that show. See? Well, maybe next time. What's the sunshine vitamin? Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, or vitamin D?
Vitamin D as in dog.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's vitamin C. They think that's the sunshine vitamin. No, it's not. And it's called the sunshine vitamin because the skin will convert the UV rays from the sun into calcitrol, the most active form of vitamin D. So congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. What did you learn today from listening to the show?
Well, Greens Plus, I haven't tried it yet, but I think I am going to do with that gift card. I'm going to buy some.
Yeah. What would you recommend to her as a first-time user of Greens Plus?
If you like spice and want to spice up your sex life, I would get the Advanced Multi Vanilla Chai. It helps with inflammation in the body. It helps perk your brain up, really turns your brain on, and it is the best tasting of all of our greens.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can tell you the vanilla chai, Sandra. Is it Sandra? Do you like Sandra or Sandra?
Sandra.
Sandra, the vanilla chai, the Advanced Multi tastes so good. I mix it with, I just use water and ice and put it in a blender. but you can also use almond milk or whatever. It is really tasty, honestly. You'll love it.
Yes, it is the best. People who are not normally greens food lovers, it doesn't taste like a green drink. Yeah. And it provides all of the nutrition in a multiple vitamin, the superfoods, and your probiotics.
Well, that sounds great. Excellent. Well, I'm off to the store.
Well, you won a $25 supplement gift card. Congratulations, and we thank you for listening to the show and calling in today, too.
Thank you. You guys keep up the great work.
Well, it's our pleasure. We love doing it, if you couldn't tell. And there's a lot that goes into putting this show on the air. And the people in Asheville, again, I want to welcome you to the show. You'll see that that effort is made. You'll see it every day. That's WZGM, Asheville, North Carolina. We're just delighted to be able to come into your community and talk with you. And you'll be listening to the show at a different time, which is quite all right. In fact, you'll be listening to the show in drive time, 6 to 8 in the morning, as I understand it. But you can always call the show when I'm on the air at 9 a.m., 9 to 11 Eastern time. And that's the way it works, because different radio stations around the country have different agendas, and they got programming. We're not the only program on the earth. I mean, we're just one show. So we try to accommodate everybody the best that we can, and we're grateful to all the stations, all of the affiliates. You have no idea. No matter how big or how small, it makes no difference to me. If you got one person listening to the radio in any given market, that's good. That's good enough for me. And so we're delighted. Again, WZGM, Asheville, North Carolina. Maybe someday I'll one of my vacations, I will make a trip to Asheville. Yeah. Dr. Byrd, as always, it's always a pleasure. You made 2 hours go by very fast. You're a great guest, and I love your passion. I love your sincerity. You do live a very committed, healthy life. You do better than I do.
Well, happiness is a choice, Doc. We started with that.
That's where we started today. That study that found that in most languages, at least the 110 that they looked at, there seems to be a predisposition in people, linguistically anyway, to use happy words. Optimism. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. That's optimistic.
Still looking for your